Hey everyone, today we got a fair amount of stuff. After yesterday we picked up rocket launchers and some building damage. With just a few leftover keys, we also got the grappler. Still missing a little bit of defense like snipers, boom mines, and one more bunker, but we do have a lot of the stuff that we want. Now these are difficult attacks, but today we'll try looking at the more weird bases and see how to deal with them. And of a lot of the recent seasons, I think this is one of the highest skill cap ones, because not only are you looking at different bases, but also what's in each of these bunkers. This one has bombers, this one does too. It's a little different than the other style base with one engine on this side, so we can try a little different style approach. Maybe we'll do a couple HCs, one rifle, two lasers, one bomber on the right side. We'll go ahead and flare on this side, and then delay just one rifle, one bomber over here. Even though there's bombers in these bunkers, we still plan to use super warriors, just combining it with some defib and serum to take it down. Otherwise on the right side, this one's a bomber, so don't really have to worry about. And maybe those lasers a bit later on. So first sending one flare, go ahead and do that. Do pretty much everything except the lasers. Wait a few seconds, then drop those guys. Do a shield right away. And also one serum. Just trying to get most of those guys. When the flare is almost done, can go ahead and drop the other troops. Get those going right now. And maybe just one shock with one critter. Shock for that rocket launcher, critter for that bomber in a bunker. And do want to let everything go. Can do maybe one defib already, because I think there is lasers in that bunker. But now start on this side. One super warrior, one defib. And we'll go ahead and do a serum, because that alone should get this engine down. Otherwise let everything else go. And same on the left side. One super warrior, one defib. And go ahead and do a serum. Otherwise we can flare this last engine down. Maybe do a serum on those troops, because we do have the one boat of bombers that should hopefully get it down. Guess it's just one bomber, but really a bunch of lasers too. And is, again, a lot going on, but still getting a fast time. 254. See if it's fast enough right here. I think it was a bit different with 130 building damage, but looks like pulling off the win. Now again, there is a lot going on, but once you get the loadout right and know what abilities you gotta use, maybe it shouldn't be too bad. So first scouting on what's in these bunkers. If there is bombers, gotta do a defib and super warrior. If there's no bombers, then just super warrior is fine. Other bunkers to look out for are these ones over here. If there's any lasers or grens, then maybe do like a defib at some point. Otherwise, can just ignore it. Again, on the right side, Loda is 2 HCs, 2 lasers, 1 clone and 1 bomber. Then go ahead do that with Kavan. And just send a flare on this side. I like doing a point where the HCs can go over here, lasers over here, and the bombers of course shoot across the gap. They can deal with all this side, so don't really have to worry about. And as the flare is almost expired, do 1 rifle, 1 bomber on this side. Of course doing 1 of Kavan shields and 1 serum, but after that, don't really got to worry about it. Just saving some GBE, clearing more buildings, and then on the bottom side, do 1 super warrior, 1 defib, and 1 serum. It's kind of eyeballing if you have enough GBE, but those 3 abilities should always get this engine down. Same on this side, once you have GBE, do a super warrior, 1 defib, and a serum. So as you get all those abilities down, if you zoom out, there's really this one engine left. So at this point, you can go ahead and flare like we did, which in fact had enough bombers and lasers to do another serum, but even got stuff on the bottom. So it is a whole lot going on, but you can still break it down. And whether you win or lose, there's always something you can learn from your attacks. So the most important thing is watching replays, and even if there's one thing you can do better, then all that adds up. Looks like bombers over here, this one should be 2. And otherwise, maybe bombers in each of them. Since this side is really secluded, I think we can afford a bunch of abilities only over here. Otherwise on this side, because there's no clones in these bunkers, we can do maybe some rifle and bombers. Gotta have other troops right there. And over here, just a bunch of lasers. Maybe 2 clones. Guess we can't do because we don't have enough troops, so something like this. Yeah, it might work out. Got 2 clones, then 2 bombers. Get everyone going on this side. And we'll do Kavan on the right too. Still popping 1 shield, especially for those lasers. But as the clones die, we can go ahead and do abilities on this side. If there was clones in these bunkers, we'll do a different style attack. Well, with just bombers should be okay. As clones are dying, we can go ahead and do 1 critter each side, a few super warriors, and 2 defibs. We'll do 1 shot here on the critter launcher and flames, get a serum going on the right side. As we get some more GB, maybe 1 on the left too. Get that going right now. And maybe 1 more shock, but I think it's fine. Another serum over here with those clones and lasers. And that super warrior should get it down. So we'll do 1 final one this side with 1 more serum. It is actually lagging behind because we did serum that critter launcher, but should finally be dying in hopefully just a few more seconds. Still was a weird base, but getting in okay time. We'll probably have to wait a bit to get some more clones because didn't really want to take that heavy choppa, but worked out okay. And I doubt we'll see much of this style base, because even though these are a lot of buildings, it's still not enough to stop all those abilities. Because we had only bombers here, we can use our own bombers to take it down. And over here, none of the bunkers had any grens or lasers, so didn't really have to worry about any troops. If there is clones over here, then gotta worry a little bit. Still can use abilities, but might take a little bit longer. Otherwise, just letting everything go and it worked out. And if there does come a base which you're not really sure how to attack, once you do watch a replay, just sit on it for maybe a few minutes, and you could come up with a new plan. Sure, it's depending on what's in the bunkers, but thinking about new strategies is a way you can all be better. But here we have the other style base. This one looks like some bombers. Same thing on this side. And over here, this one is probably lasers. And I think this one might be too. So again, on the right side we'll do a couple HCs. We'll do 1 clone, 2 lasers, and 1 bomber, followed by 1 clone and bomber on this side. Nothing really else to worry about. This one just making sure it looks like a bomber, and we'll try it out. So first sending that 1 flare, get the HCs, clone, bomber, and Kavan, waiting just a few seconds. Then we'll drop the lasers, do a shield right away. As they group up, we can go ahead and do a serum, waiting for that flare to almost expire. And once it's there, we can go ahead and drop the other troops. Guess we'll do a defib early because protecting the laser just a little bit, even though we got like level 1 rifles. But waiting for a few more clones to die, maybe just a few more seconds, and now starting this side. 1 super warrior, 1 defib, and a serum. Top side still looks okay, so over here do the same thing. 1 super warrior, 1 defib, and once it lands, go ahead and do a serum. That one should be looking okay. Other sides are also fine. So now we can go ahead and flare over here, get a few serums going on left and right. There's really nothing else but maybe shocking some snipers, this one over here. But just like the other hit, still getting a fast time, 253. Love how they all just converge at this last engine, bombers on all the sides. Maybe won't be seeing of this space too much anymore, because once people learn how to attack it, then gotta find a new one. And here we got this base, one of the old style, but he has 100 troop health, so probably a secret guy. We can do the old hit with 3 clones on the left side, we'll do 3 lasers and 2 bombers. Again, seeing what's in the bunkers, looks like bombers over here, bombers on this side, this one looks like bombers too, and pretty much everywhere else. Those clones we don't have to worry about, but this final bunker does have some bombers. Always watching out for that sneaky grappler, so in this case, throwing a super warrior right away, and see how it goes. So get the clones going, 2 bombers and Kavan, then get the lasers. do one shield super warrior in the top side with one serum, and one here for both clearing mines and doing some damage later on. We're going to lose some clones in a few seconds, and as we do, throwing a super warrior in the shock launcher and a defib. Should be distracting that shock launcher too, and the grappler just in case. Otherwise, final super warrior on the right side, followed by a defib. Just waiting a few seconds, but gonna do serums on either side. One over there and one over here. Once you get the serums going, you can go ahead and send a flare. Middle one, and go in the critter launcher. With just a few more serums. I guess one more defib for distracting that shock launcher. And saving for some more stuff. Trying to spam it in a few seconds, get that going right now. Finally, one flare in this last engine. And looks like an okay time, pulling a 259. He might have been a secret player with 100 troop health, so feels like really close on time. And just a few seconds, but looks like we got him. See if he was running those Seeks. Looks like here, yeah, 4 heavy choppas, 4 Seekers. And looks like Cryo Bomb. Kinda surprising since most people I've seen running Seekers use Speed Serum. But looks like it worked out for him. Other than that person, we did have a few other matches, but that's gonna be enough for 24. We had a few other matches that secret guys either got slow enough times where we can beat them, or couldn't finish this base. And just so you know, we have bombers in I think most of these bunkers. Bombers in this one, that one too. This one next to the shield also has a bomber. The only one that doesn't is this one, with 1 laser and 5 clones. But this base has been working pretty well. As far as next steps go, we do want a bit more defense, so maybe picking up boom mines and 1 more bunker. But we technically don't have completely maxed offense. Sure, there's barrage and artillery, but wouldn't really help us. What I'm talking about is picking up Zukas, and the one squad leader that might be worth it, the one and only Muka. So we'll probably get that tomorrow, maybe do different type of attacks with that, and see how it goes. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.